Welcome back, friends. This is Solomon Jagwe. I'm back with another quick insight and tutorial. So today we're gonna be talking about the ActorCore characters. All right. So this is a whole like a bunch of new awesome 3D characters that are very very good for an audience. So my challenge, the thing that I wanted to achieve first and foremost was I have this music video. Some of you may have already seen it, and it was always I've always been fascinated with reggae music and also paying ode to Bob Marley, right? So I wanted to play on the No MetaHuman No Cry. So this is inspired by No Woman No Cry, but it was like lyrically it rhymed like No MetaHuman No Cry. So this is the video I wanted to create, but I also wanted to have an audience. I wanted to have like characters in the audience, dancing along. And let me first mute this, but well, let me just play it for a little bit so you can see. So these characters that you see in the background are all from the ActorCore series right here, the new characters, the scan characters. So if you can actually see some of them here doing so. This time they were attending a concert, and that's really what was exciting. So the first thing that I did, of course, was I needed to get the song. So I partnered with a young Ugandan artist, very talented. His name is Andrea Baguma. He produced the music. I wrote the lyrics, and I said, man, this is the idea that I have. So please, when you get a chance, subscribe to his channel here. But he created a really really cool track that he sang the lyrics, and it matched up perfectly. So I was like, okay, now the time has come to create an audience, and that's where the ActorCore characters came in. Okay, so the way you find them, really, you have to first log into the ActorCore. And before I continue, guys, sorry about that. This video, I have to do just as a disclaimer, this video is made possible by Reallusion. And if you're new to my channel, I kindly ask that you spare a minute to subscribe and hit that subscription button so you're alerted when I post a new video. Hit the notification bell so you're alerted when I post a new video. And thank you so much for helping me get to 11,000 subscribers, dude. Thank you so much for your support, guys. Okay, so back to this video and how you get access to these characters here. So you have to be logged into your account, your Reallusion account, to be able to, first of all, purchase the characters, and also save them to your gallery, the smart gallery. So one thing that I wanted to do was, I wanted to be able to customize these characters and maybe edit the animation, because I had like a very specific custom mocap that I captured using the Perception Neuron Studio, and I also bring it up. All right, so this is the session that I did using the Perception Neuron Studio. And if I play back, you can see me right there, about to start. Just fast forward a little bit. And don't I remember? And so everything was custom, right? So I was able to set up the MetaHuman character using the MetaHuman Creator Online Edition. And that one set it off in the Unreal Engine in 4.26. So you can see the character here. And I was able to customize him. So this cap right here that you see on him, the one that is on the character, let me change this to unlit. So that character, that one is also from a Reallusion library. So I just change the texture up a little bit. So with that, I wanted to be able to add the audience over here, right? I went into the ActorCore website, and there's a whole bunch of packs that are available here. Awesome packs. So I was able to use Party People and also Party People Volume 1, and you can see all of them here. And what is really, really cool is, like, if you like one of these, if you click on it, and you can go ahead and download it here. But even before you download it, you can preview the character. See that? Okay, and then you can also use the mocap itself, so you can preview the mocap on this character as well. right? So if you wanted entertainment, let's go to entertainment over here, and you wanted her to dance like that. So you can see the character dancing. So that is amazing, that you can see the characters here in real time, and you can preview and see all the animation. So I went through this whole process, and I was able to preview to see how well they will, hold up in the mockup. Once the mockup was applied, it's a whole wide range of them as well. Okay, so once I had my whole collection of the people that I wanted to animate. I just had to go here and click on download, but also under the info, you get some like details of how big these characters are. So somewhere between 7,000 and 10,000 K polys, and it's one material. They are PBR shaders. So these are greatly well prepared for use in an audience. And for me, that's what I was looking for, something that could hold up to the camera. And also the awesome thing is that I wanted these characters to be able to sing along to the song. So if I went back to, let's see, over here, I went back to the song. So actually when I play back, maybe I'll go to around here. No MetaHuman No Cry. No MetaHuman. So you can see the ActorCore characters are also singing along. So that's where that information is very crucial. This one right here, that these bend shapes make it possible for these characters to actually have facial expressions and lip sync, which is very rare when you're talking about background characters, and especially for audiences. But this has made it more, engaging, because the ActorCore, because my idea was I wanted these ActorCore characters to be the ones that are vibing and saying, "Oh, even if we are not metahumans, we don't need to cry," right? So dry your tears. I say, no MetaHuman No Cry. Right. So that helped for me. Once I found out that the ActorCore characters could have facial animation, I was sold. I was like, okay, my plan is good. One, I already had the MetaHuman who was going to be playing the role of the lead singer. And then I have the ActorCore characters that were going to be, first of all, they are low poly enough. So I could have like over 10 of them in a scene, and then be able to add facial expressions and lip sync. So if you download them for Unreal, it's going to download a version of it that has the Unreal skeleton already in it. And for me personally, I like downloading it for iClone, and you just use a smart gallery to download that. And when you download it in iClone, it's going to show up in your character folder, and you're going to see them here, party people over here. And if you just double click, I wanted to see if I could add one of these to the scene. And the cool thing is that again, they have facial animation. Their facial animation ready, and I'll show you an example of that. So this character right here, you can see that. And so what I did really for the animation part of it, I used the Motion Live and also Motion Live Live Link to record some of the facial animation. I'll show you some of the characters that I did, the mocap file. So it was just, for me, it was so exciting to be able to have a collection of characters, which wasn't before. And I think this has been always the plan, that initially it was just motion, right? It was just the motion packs that you could get. But now you have an actor database. And I think this is just going to keep growing and growing. And you don't just have realistic people. You have cartoon characters as well. And you can go over here and you can see fantasy characters and historical figures and sci-fi figures, right? So I do believe this library is just going to keep growing. And so if you have an idea that maybe sci-fi based or historical, you can come and take a look at some of these and get them and download them. And when you click on download for the actor, there are several options that you get. You can do Unreal, and you can do Unity, Maya, Motion Builder, and 3ds Max. So I wanted to download and also Blender, Cinema 4D, and then iClone. So my first test was to see if I could actually bring a whole stack of them as a group into the Unreal Engine using the live link, the Unreal Engine 4.26. It's got the content browser. So I'll show you what happened. So this is a scene that I have that I was able to send over 30 characters using the live link, right? So this is a scene that has the ones that were sent over using the iClone Unreal live link. But the problem was that because they were, when I recorded the animation of them dancing, it was very slow. So it didn't match up to the speed of the singer, and it was skipping. So I was like, okay, there has to be another way to do this. And so when I went back here, so there was an option for the iClone. I was like, okay, so maybe if I'm not sending it to Unreal directly, if I'm sending it to iClone, I need to be able first to add the animation. So I was able to add the animation in iClone. And then instead of sending it using the live link, I was able to say export as an individual file, each individual file with this animation. So once I was able to record this motion from the perception neuron, I was able to send this motion through the motion live and then record it onto the character. And then once I went to the Unreal Engine, I was able to then import each character as an individual. So over here, you can see the collection of all the characters imported into the Unreal Engine. And so really, all I had was go right click on the folder that I created, which is audience here and the animations, and then click on import. So this is the folder with all the animations of each individual character, because I'd failed to, I succeeded in sending over the 30 characters using the Unreal Live link, but the animation was slow. So I would recommend breaking it down into each individual character. I was able to import this, and I'll show you how I did it. So I right-clicked on the folder and then picked one of the characters, for example, this one, open. And I'm just going to walk you through some of the settings that I used. Say I don't want to overwrite, just say yes. And so I made sure I selected a high quality shader. And please, whatever you do before you start this, make sure you have the iClone live link and also the CC setup plugins installed in your Unreal Engine, which most of us do anyway at this point. So I click OK. So that's how I was able to import the character. So once I had the scene available in the Unreal Engine 4.26, then in Unreal Engine 5, all I had to do was open that same scene and then set up the lighting. And I had to go to my project settings, go to rendering, and go to the global illumination and set that to lumen, detail tracing. So I have another tutorial that goes in depth into some of these settings, but that's how I was able to get the lighting that you see here. And it was really easy. Once I had the animations in here and I was able to set up the cameras, then it was just pretty much just ready to go. Okay. And so in my sequencer here, or if I play back, no MetaHuman No Cry, no MetaHuman No Cry, no MetaHuman No Cry, no MetaHuman No Cry. And so if I kick out of this camera, you can see the array of ActorCore characters over here on the stage, enjoying the concert. My favorite is this little guy right here. He's my favorite character. He really gets into the whole song. So, and that's how I was able to put this together. And then once this was, I was ready, with all the cameras set up and lighting settings and all that, I was able to use the movie render queue and render this out inside of the Unreal Engine 5. So really all I had to do was go to my content browser where the sequence, where is it? There it is. And just drag and drop it in here and then render. So guys, I hope that was helpful. But again, just a quick recap is that I needed an audience for my No MetaHuman No Cry music, this music video, and that I was able to pull this off using the ActorCore characters, which are really, really awesome. And you can I'm so grateful to Andrea Baguma, who was able to help me with producing the song. Again, when you get a chance to, please subscribe to his channel and give the ActorCore a chance. Go check it out, and they're offering some free ones actually as a promotion. So guys, look, they even have some samples over here so you can see them in action. All right guys, so here's a quick tip. If you want to use facial animation for these characters, the ActorCore characters, the profile has to be set to standard. It will not work with X+. So I have Face Plus enabled for this character. I'll go ahead and do a quick preview. You can see that as I'm talking, the character is also talking. No MetaHuman No Cry. I remember when we used to sing in the ActorCore all right. So you definitely need to make sure that this profile right here is on default. Don't use ARKit, because that's not gonna, if you're gonna use the animation on them, that when you're recording this animation, make sure it's using that standard profile, and then that's the animation that you'll be able to apply to all the other characters. So if you're going to record using animation with a standard character, let's go ahead and bring up Motion Live. Make sure you set this profile. Let's go ahead and enable live face and enable live face for her. Sorry, live face. And under the profile, make sure it's not ARKit, choose default. Okay. So I used the perception neuron suit, and I was able to animate the characters waving in the air like that. The awesome thing is that the perception neuron studio suit comes with gloves, so I'm able to do like a full body, animation of the audience doing that. So that was really cool. That and I could do like custom animation, which then I was able to apply to the metahumans over here. So if I rewind this, I'll show you some of that mocap. I'll go to, this is Motion Plus, so we'll go to Motion. So this is the audience test that I was able to capture using the Perception Neuron Studio. So I'm going to apply it on that. Go ahead and play. And so you notice that it started off with a little bit of a slide right there. So that was the reason why I downloaded it using iClone and the Smart Gallery, so that I could edit this mocap. So for example, this starts off like that, but I want them to be able to dance like from there. So all I had to do was go back to the beginning over here, find, let's see, fit to window, and we went ahead and trimmed that. So I cut away the parts that I don't need, and just drag this to the beginning. And there you have an audience member who's dancing like that. So as you noticed in the video, she was using, she wasn't using this, the chant, rather the like have arms in the air. This particular character was using the ActorCore, but the ones that are in the background over here, so I used the ActorCore library for her motion. And for the ones that are over here, let me see if I can do this. So this is ActorCore motion right here, and this is ActorCore motion right here, ActorCore motion right here in the foreground, and then in the background is the custom mocap from the Axis Neuron right here that you see. So I was able to combine those two solutions, the ActorCore to be able to blend my custom mockup together with the motion from this pack right here. And the one that I actually used for the entertainment was, I think it was Party and Gathering, and I used the Nightlife pack. That's the one that I used for some of, and you can actually go through and browse and see. That is cool. All right. So when you get a chance, guys, check it out. You can view the different items, and you can see some of the animations here in this pack. And when you're ready, you just click one of them and preview them. Like Dance to Music, for example. That's one of the animations that you can see. This one right here is using the ActorCore. So, man, if it hadn't been for the ActorCore, it would have been tough trying to do everything, all at once in such a short period of time. But the ActorCore characters and the characters, as well as the motion packs, made a big difference in helping me to pull this off and to do like such a fun video. No MetaHuman No Cry. So thank you so much, guys, for joining me again. Today we're talking about the ActorCore and how I was able to use this amazing pack of people to create the audience for this music video that you were watching right now, and to like No MetaHuman No Cry. It made a big difference, and I highly recommend it. So when you get a chance, check it out and give it a try. And as always, guys, please never give up on your dreams. Dare to dream big. How awesome is it that we have these tools to help us bring these stories to life? And so as you're creating your short film or music video, whatever, and you need characters in the background, I think the ActorCore offers a very awesome solution to be able to pull that off. And this library is just going to keep growing. So I highly recommend that you check it out and give it a chance and use it in your projects. Thank you so much. Again, if you're new to my channel, please spend a minute to subscribe and hit that notification bell, and consider becoming a patron, and also check out some of my merch on the store over here. So see you later, guys, and I pray for you. Please stay safe. Much love. Bye for now.